Under a bruised sky, torn asunder by relentless barrages of alien artillery, Earth stood on the brink of annihilation. Cities that once thrummed with life now lay in ruins, their skyscrapers reduced to skeletal frames. Overhead, the invaders' ships sliced through the clouds with chilling precision, their hulls gleaming with an otherworldly menace. Each new volley of their advanced weapons sent a shudder through the remnants of human defenses, shields flickering like dying stars under the onslaught. On the ground, humanity's last warriors maneuvered through the debris-cluttered streets, their faces etched with a resolve born of desperation. These scenes of chaos unfolded beneath the uncaring gaze of the alien fleet, whose commanders watched with cold amusement. They had encountered many species across the stars, but none so seemingly fragile and unprepared as the humans. Their victory, it appeared, was assured. Yet, in this darkest hour, whispers of an ancient salvation began to stir among the beleaguered forces. The legend, nearly lost to the sands of time and dismissed by many as mere folklore, spoke of a colossal beast, a guardian of Earth itself. Known in myriad cultures under countless names, this primordial entity was said to slumber within the planet's core, a force of nature imbued with the raw power of Earth's very essence. Encoded in ancient texts and preserved through the ages by a covert lineage of protectors, the myth of the beast resonated with a newfound fervor. As the alien forces prepared for their final strike, the myth offered a glimmer of hope, a chance that humanity might yet harness a power as ancient as the planet itself to safeguard their home. The old tales, once shared in hushed tones among the learned, now sparked a fierce determination. If such a creature did exist, finding it could offer a last stand, not just for survival, but for the reclamation of their world. Deep within the Earth's core, beyond the reach of the most advanced drilling technologies and hidden from the scrutinizing eyes of satellites and sensors, slumbered the guardian of Earth. This colossal creature, as vast as mountains and more ancient than the oldest stone, was not just a figure of folklore, but a sentinel waiting through millennia. Earth's indigenous tribes once spoke of it in hushed reverence, a protector whose roar could split continents and whose breath could stir the oceans. These myths painted the guardian not as a beast of malice, but as a silent savior, poised to rise in Earth's direst hour. This guardian was often depicted in ancient carvings and seldom read manuscripts as a dragon-like entity wrapped around the Earth's core. It was said to be breathing in the molten breath of the planet, its heartbeat synchronized with the magnetic pulses of the Earth. Despite its fantastical elements, the myth persisted through ages, not merely as a tale told for entertainment around campfires, but as a solemn law passed down through generations who believed in the cyclical nature of cosmic threats. Over centuries, this legend was nurtured not by the masses, but by a clandestine group known as the Custodians. This secret society, composed of historians, archaeologists, and later quantum physicists and geneticists, operated in the shadows. Their mission was clear: preserve the knowledge of the guardian and prepare for the day when its power might be needed once again. The Custodians maintained an archive of artifacts and ancient texts, and in modern times, they even collected data that hinted at the creature's true existence. Scientifically, the beast's plausible existence was supported by unusual seismic readings and unexplained magnetic anomalies at specific points on the globe. These phenomena were often dismissed by mainstream science as quirks of Earth's dynamic nature, yet for the Custodians, they were clues. They theorized that the creature was not just a biological entity, but an amalgam of organic matter and Earth's geomagnetic fields, a true product of the planet's ancient and mystical energies. Mysticism intertwined with these scientific pursuits, as the Custodians employed both cutting-edge technology and esoteric rituals to monitor and potentially awaken the guardian. They used quantum models to predict the patterns of its slumber and harnessed ley lines, believed to be Earth's energy arteries, to subtly manipulate the planet's magnetic fields. These efforts were not without risks. Tampering with such fundamental forces could have unforeseen consequences. Yet, the existential threat of alien annihilation compelled them to tread this perilous path. The convergence of myth and science revealed a profound truth. The Guardian was Earth's built-in defense mechanism, a primordial force of nature that could be awoken when the survival of its very crust was at stake. Thus, the story of the Guardian straddled the realms of the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknowable, encapsulating the human race's perennial quest to understand forces beyond their immediate perception, but within the scope of their inherited legends. As Earth faced its unprecedented crisis, the time of the Guardian, so long whispered in legends and encrypted in scientific data, approached, a time foretold yet unfathomable, when Earth would call upon its ancient beast to rise once more. In the midst of chaos, as alien warships cast shadows over Earth's greatest cities, a surprising discovery shifted the course of humanity's desperate battle. Hidden within a nondescript bunker, beneath the rubble of a shattered museum in old Europe, a group of soldiers stumbled upon a chamber sealed not by modern technology but by inscriptions that predated known civilizations. As they breached the chamber, what they found inside was not weaponry or refuge, but a series of ancient manuscripts and artifacts encased in protective glass, seemingly waiting for them. Amid the urgency of the war, these findings piqued the curiosity of Dr. Lena Markham, a historian turned military strategist who recognized the symbols from her studies of archaic mythologies. The manuscript spoke of the Guardian of Earth, a colossal beast said to slumber in the planet's core, a protector waiting to be summoned in the hour of greatest need. The soldiers, weary and skeptical, watched as Lena traced her fingers over the ancient texts, her eyes widening with a mix of awe and resolve. The revelation prompted an emergency assembly of Earth's remaining leaders and military minds, convened in an underground facility untouched by the invasion. Screens flickering with images of devastation served as a grim backdrop to their discussions. The room filled with a blend of fear, skepticism, and hope, basked as Lena presented her findings. "We have always looked to the stars for threats," she said, her voice steady, "yet our salvation may lie deep beneath our feet." Debates ensued, weighing the unknown risks of awakening such a force against the certain doom they faced. The discourse was tense, the stakes unimaginable. General Hara, a veteran of Earth's outer colony defenses, finally broke the deadlock. "We have nothing left to lose but our planet itself. If there's a chance this Guardian can save us, we must take it," he declared, his decision echoing the sentiment of desperation. Preparations began at once. A team of the brightest minds in science and mysticism was assembled, tasked with merging their vastly different expertise. At the site believed to be directly above the beast's heart, a massive device, part particle accelerator, part mystical conduit, was constructed. The scientists and mystics worked together, intertwining cables and chants, circuits and sigils, in a dance of flashing lights and whispered incantations. As the device charged, powered by the last reserves of Earth's dwindling energy grids, the air around the site vibrated with potential energy. Dr. Markham oversaw the operation, her face illuminated by the soft glow of the machine's core. Beside her, the lead mystic, an old man named Eli, chanted in a language forgotten by time, his voice rising over the hum of technology. Together, they activated the device, sending a pulse deep into the Earth's crust, a call to awaken the ancient Guardian. In that moment, the boundaries between science and myth blurred, creating a symphony of hope and fear, a final plea for Earth's salvation. The world waited, breath held, for the Earth to answer their call. The ground beneath the urban sprawl trembled, subtle at first, then with violent insistence. Buildings swayed as the seismic readings spiked off the charts, the epicenter pinpointed to the remote highlands, where ancient lands hid secrets buried by time. Above, the sky turned tempestuous, dark clouds swirling as if the heavens themselves churned with unrest. In the High Command's war room, monitors flickered under the strain of the disturbances. Generals and scientists, faces etched with lines of worry, watched the live feeds from satellites orbiting above, their eyes not daring to blink. They had initiated the awakening. The ancient protocols inscribed on crumbling parchments were now enacted, fusing cutting-edge technology with archaic rites. The tension was palpable, a mix of fear and anticipation. Each person there understood the magnitude of their decision to awaken the guardian of Earth, a mythical beast said to have shaped the very continents with its fury. Out in the battlefield, the alien invaders, their forms a grotesque mockery of biological evolution, paused. Their advanced weaponry, which had laid waste to cities and decimated Earth's defenses, suddenly seemed inadequate. Their communications crackled, commanders barking orders in a language harsh and clicking, their sensors detecting an anomaly of unprecedented scale. The Earth's surface ruptured, a colossal fissure splitting the ancient highlands. From this chasm, a beast of mythic proportions emerged. It was as if the mountain itself had gained sentience and fury. Covered in scales that shimmered with mineral luminescence, the beast roared, a sound that resonated through the air and the very souls of all who heard it. Its eyes, molten and piercing, scanned the horizon, taking in the destruction brought upon its world. With a grace that belied its gargantuan size, the Guardian charged. The ground shook with each step, trees uprooted in its wake. It faced the alien behemoths, mechanical monsters that now hesitated under the gaze of primordial power. The first clash was titanic. The beast's tail, a ridged appendage of immense strength, swept through the invaders' ranks, sending them flying like scattered toys. Its jaws, capable of crushing stone, snapped shut on a hovering war machine, rending metal and spitting out twisted debris. Back on the ground, soldiers and civilians alike stared in disbelief. This was Earth's response to the invasion, a creature of legend, defending them with the wrath of the planet itself. Cheers erupted sporadically, mixed with gasps of awe. Some fell to their knees, overwhelmed by the sight of their new defender. The aliens regrouped, their tactics adjusting to this unexpected foe. Energy beams, sharp and bright, sliced through the air, targeting the beast. Yet they seemed to dissipate against its scaled hide, absorbed into glowing runes that traced its body like ancient script. In retaliation, the Guardian unleashed its own arsenal. From its maw, a blast of energy erupted, not unlike the weapons of the invaders, but imbued with a raw elemental force. It swept through the enemy lines, leaving devastation in its wake. In the alien command ship, hovering at the edge of the stratosphere, the scene unfolding below caused a ripple of fear. The Supreme Commander, a figure once unshaken, now faced a reality unaccounted for in any strategy. This beast, this Guardian, was not merely a creature, it was a symbol of Earth itself, a planet that would not yield, not to overwhelming force, not to superior technology. As the battle raged, the beast seemed to draw strength from the Earth, its assaults growing more forceful as the invaders faltered. It was a spectacle of nature's fury and mystical power, a testament to Earth's hidden depths and forgotten pacts. The humans, watching from afar and near, felt a renewed surge of hope. The beast's presence transformed their despair into determination, a collective resolve hardening among the remnants of humanity. They were not just witnesses to this battle, they were participants in a legacy of survival and defiance. The awakening of the Guardian was more than a turning point in the war. It was a revelation of Earth's indomitable spirit, a spirit that had slept in the guise of myths and legends, only to rise in the hour of utmost need. As the dust settled on the battlefield, the Earth was scared yet silent. The alien ships lay in ruins, their once menacing forms twisted into metallic carcasses across the landscape. The ancient beast, known as the Guardian, stood amid the devastation, its breathing heavy and slow, a primal force that had awakened from the core of the earth to protect its realm. Trees uprooted and buildings reduced to rubble marked its path, a testament to its might and the cost of its awakening. General Martinez and Dr. Lena Chow, leaders of Earth's defense, watched from a safe distance, their expressions a mixture of awe and concern. "We saved Earth," Martinez muttered, his voice tinged with a somber realization of the destruction that salvation had required. Dr. Chow nodded slowly, her eyes fixed on the Guardian. "But at what cost? We've unleashed a power that we barely understand. Can we truly control it, or have we invited a new kind of danger onto our world?" Her words hung in the air, mirroring the anxiety that pervaded the command center. The beast, sensing its mission fulfilled, turned slowly, its massive form casting a long shadow over the broken city. With each step towards the ocean, the ground trembled, and humanity's victory felt as fragile as the cracked earth beneath their feet. It entered the water, the waves parting around its immense form, and with a final, lingering look at the land it had defended, it disappeared beneath the waves. In the weeks that followed, a global council was formed to address the new reality. The Guardian was not just a myth or a weapon, it was a part of Earth's legacy and future. Debates raged among leaders, scientists, and citizens. Some argued that the Guardian should remain a secret, a silent protector to be summoned only in dire need. Others proposed that its existence should remind humanity of the broader universe's dangers and the need for readiness. As new policies were drafted, Earth began to heal. Programs to rebuild the devastated areas were launched, funded by contributions from around the world. People came together, united not just by the threat they have faced but by the awe-inspiring proof of their planet's ancient protectors. This unity brought a new era of cooperation and respect for the forces of nature intertwined with human technology. The Guardian, now a symbol of Earth's resilience and might, rested once more beneath the ocean's waves, watched over by a dedicated team of scientists and mystics. Its legacy was one of power and protection, a reminder of what humanity could face and overcome. The world had changed, but so had the understanding of what it means to be a part of a universe far more vast and mysterious than anyone had imagined. As the dust settled on a world reshaped by the might of the ancient beast, humanity stood at the precipice of a new era. The titanic clash had not only staved off the alien threat, but also rekindled a profound appreciation for Earth's deep-rooted legends and the potential of its forgotten powers. In the aftermath, communities worldwide began to mend, weaving together the torn fabric of their cities and spirits, fortified by a newfound unity. The resilience and ingenuity of humans had been tested in the face of an unimaginable foe, and they had emerged stronger, wiser. The melding of advanced technology with age-old wisdom had opened a door to possibilities once deemed the realm of fantasy. Scientists and scholars alike ventured back into the annals of history, driven by a fervent desire to uncover more truths that might lie dormant within Earth's rich tapestry of myths. The beast, now a guardian by both nature and acknowledgement, slumbered below, its power a silent sentinel against future perils. This victory, while monumental, was not just about survival. It reflected a deeper, enduring human spirit that thrived on the brink of extinction. The event had reshaped human perspectives on life, coexistence, and the protection of their blue marble home. It was a poignant reminder of Earth's fragility and the collective strength required to safeguard its future. As scholars decoded more cryptic texts and unearthed artifacts whispering of other ancient entities, the horizon brimmed with both promise and mystery. The tale of the beast had become a beacon, inspiring a series of explorations into other legends, perhaps holding keys to further protect or advance the human race. With the universe watching, Earth's saga was far from over. New chapters awaited, where myths could once again spring forth as saviors in the dance of cosmic destinies.